One of the most confusing emotional experiences is reacting strongly to something that logically feels small. A delayed reply, a change in tone, someone becoming distant, a moment of criticism, and suddenly the emotional reaction feels overwhelming. And often, what hurts is not only the moment itself, but how deeply it affects you. Because many people do not only feel triggered, they feel ashamed for being triggered. They tell themselves, why am I reacting like this? Why does this affect me so much? I thought I had healed this. But emotional triggers are rarely about the present moment alone. They are usually connected to something older. In the last episodes, we explored how the emotional self adapts for survival and how adaptation can slowly replace authenticity. But the nervous system does not simply forget what the emotional self once learned about safety, about rejection, about abandonment, or emotional pain. So, when something in the present emotionally resembles an older experience, the nervous system reacts, sometimes immediately, sometimes intensely, and often before conscious thought even arrives. Because emotional triggers are not irrational, they are protective. If emotional abandonment once felt dangerous, distance may feel threatening. If emotional expression once created rejection, vulnerability may feel unsafe. If approval once created emotional safety, disapproval may feel destabilizing. And this is why the reaction can feel confusing, because logically the present moment may seem small, but emotionally the nervous system is reacting to something much older than the moment itself. And perhaps one of the most painful parts of being triggered is the sudden feeling that all your healing disappeared. You feel reactive again, sensitive again, emotionally overwhelmed again. But healing is not measured by never being triggered. Healing is measured by how awareness begins relating to the trigger. Because before awareness, the reaction completely takes over. But with awareness, something changes. You begin noticing the emotional activation, the fear, the protection, and witnessing creates space between awareness and automatic emotional reaction. And slowly you stop asking, why am I like this? And begin asking, what is the emotional reaction trying to protect? Because beneath many triggers is an emotional self that once felt emotionally unsafe, unseen, rejected, or alone. And often the trigger is not asking to be judged, it is asking to be understood. This is why suppression does not create healing, because suppressed emotion does not disappear, it waits, and eventually it returns through emotional activation. So, healing is not becoming emotionless, it is not becoming unaffected, it is developing enough awareness to remain connected to yourself even while emotion is present. And perhaps one of the deepest forms of healing is realizing that the triggered self is not weak. It is an emotional self that once learned to stay alert in order to stay safe. And healing begins the moment awareness stays present long enough for the emotional self to realize that survival is no longer required in the same way. In the next episode, we will explore emotional self abandonment and the subtle ways people disconnect from themselves in order to preserve attachment, approval, or emotional safety.